loud, be proud, and be popular.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good afternoon and welcome. It's great to see you out here supporting our student athletes as two great teams are going to battle for one very special trophy. At this time, we ask that you kindly rise as we honor America and those who protect our great nation with the playing of our Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's
Talia Bush. And at the guard position of 5'9" senior from Naples, Italy, number 35, Maria Valenda. Ladies and gentlemen, the Villa Maria College Vikings. Once again, Villa Maria will be the home team on the scoreboard, and the Berkeley College Knights will be the visiting team.
All right, and we are about to start the first quarter of this matchup between the Villa Maria Knights and Villa Maria Vikings and the Berkeley Knights.
So Tomas, it's good to be back on the call with you. It's Aaron McLaughlin here. Look, these are two teams who have. I mean, look, this is the first time Villa Maria is in this conference, and they made a championship in their first year. So, I mean, that's something to be said.
And Villa Maria won the jump ball, and here is Falanga with the first bucket for the Knights. And here is Berkeley getting good steal by Falanga, passing it to Mia McCarthy. McCarthy passing it to Athena Saris. Wide open three for Falanga, but she misses. And here goes Berkeley with the fast break. Good 2 points by Beulah Dixon Blake. All right, and here is the Knights with the ball. And here's the senior Autumn Adams Edwards with the ball, passing it to Maria Falanga. Falanga passing it to Mia McCarthy with the wide open three, and it is good. Another 3 points for the Knights.
So the Vikings with three there. I mean, she was wide open, Tomas, wide open.
Good steal by the senior forward, and here is the Knights pressing, especially with being the first time that they're playing in this stadium. And that's good hustle by Talia Bush, and that is a turnover.
Another turnover there. Yeah, I mean, that three before Tomas, that was just, I mean, that was wide open for Mia McCarthy to hit, to put Villa Maria ahead by 3.
And here is Zanya Henderson passing it to Mahmoud. Mahmoud passing it to, and that is a rebound. And here is Falanga pushing the fast break, passing it to the senior guard with a wide open 2 points for the Vikings.
I mean, a great pass there from Falanga. Wide open was Edwards. 2 more points.
Some triple team, and that is Vikings ball as well. You can see this a sense of presence, especially being the first time that they're playing in this stadium.
Yeah, hard defense there. Just so much pressure there defensively. If they keep doing that, this game won't be close. As Tomas, we already see they're up by 5.
Yeah, and here is Mia McCarthy with the ball, passing it to Falanga, and there's the senior guard, Edwards, with the floater, and it is off. Good defensive rebound by Zanya Henderson. Henderson passing it to Mahmoud, the senior guard. Spin move, and it is a travel. Turnover, Vikings ball.
There was a travel by Mahmoud, but let's not forget, Tomas, propelling her team to victory yesterday to put Berkeley in the spot where they're now in back-to-back championships. 50 points.
That's, wow.
Crazy. That's actually something I've never seen here. Amal Mahmoud, 50 points. I know neither of us were here yesterday, but
Yeah.
Sydney Mountain, Jose Rojas were both on the call. And sheesh, I would have had a lot of fun with that. 50 points.
100%.
Wow.
I mean, it's not the start that the Knights would have expected with this matchup, especially with the Vikings starting off strong with a 5-point lead, especially being the first time that they've played in this gym.
I do agree with you, Tomas. And the thing is, look out for this. Villa Maria has put up 5 shots already, while Berkeley's only gotten 2 off. So more than double the shots because they're creating turnovers.
100%. And here is Maria Falanga passing it to Mia McCarthy. And then there's McCarthy passing it to...
Well, that's foul drawn by Talia Bush. She is going to go to the line on the shooting foul there.
She is indeed. Here's Talia Bush taking her one of 2 free throws of this afternoon. First one is good. Now that increases the deficit to 6 points in this matchup between these two. Bush going for the second. It is off, and there is Mahmoud with the defensive rebound. There's the fast break for the Knights. There's Zanya Henderson passing it to Mahmoud. Mahmoud getting guarded by another senior guard. And here is Trinity Sierra passing it back to Mahmoud. Very good defense by the Vikings. And that is another travel by senior guard Mahmoud.
So Tomas, Amal Mahmoud, back-to-back possessions that she had the ball, she traveled. You could definitely tell, Tomas, that the Vikings and the coaching staff, they did their work, they did their homework. The film study is very much alive here because they force her to travel twice with their great defense.
100%. Here's Mia McCarthy driving up to the paint, but she gets blocked by Zanya Henderson.
Zanya Henderson with a huge block there, but it does stay with Villa Maria.
And here is McCarthy inbounding the ball. And here is Athena Saris. And there's McCarthy with the corner 3 as an air ball. Good defensive rebound by Cherokee Wheeler. And here's the fast break for the Knights. Mahmoud with the fadeaway jumper, and it is good.
She's dangerous. When she's open, when she can create shots, she's dangerous, and that's got to be a charging.
Charge, and that's a turnover for the Vikings.
Talia Bush looked like she ran right into her. Great sell, great drawing, a foul there. Now it's 8-4.
And here's Mahmoud inbounding the ball for the Knights. And here's Trinity Sierra getting double teamed, and that is Knights ball.
That almost hit our microphone over here, Thomas. Yep. It's been a couple times where the ball has come up here. I might have been able to take a deep 3, but I never did.
And here is Amal Mahmoud passing it to Beulah Drake. And here is Mahmoud with the jump, with a layup, and it is good. Another 2 points for the Knights.
Mahmoud is just creating a lot of plays. Once again, here we are.
And here is Saris. And here is the Vikings. No, the Knights. My God. And here is Zanya Henderson with the ball, getting guarded by Autumn Edwards. Good ball movement. There's Trinity Sierra with the wide open corner 3, and it is off. And that is
going to be That's going to stay? Yeah, that should be Berkeley's ball. Looked like it was hit out on the Vikings. Yep.
Yeah.
The referee does signal that the Knights do indeed get the ball here. In this 8-6 game, Villa Maria leads.
And inbounding the ball for the Knights is Blake, and passing it to Mahmoud. Mahmoud passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson passing it back to Blake. Blake getting almost double teamed, and here is Henderson pushing up to the paint with the good jelly, and it is good. Another 2 points for the Knights.
Well, all of a sudden, Tomas, this game is knotted up at 8.
And here is Athena Saris passing it to Edwards. Falanga passing it to Mia McCarthy. Very good ball movement by the Vikings. Oh, and good recovery by Saris. Here is Saris passing it to Edwards. Shot clock's winding down, and the corner is off. Okay, and here is Blake with the ball for the Knights. Passing it to Amal Mahmood. Mahmood passing it to, with a good three-pointer by Shania Smith.
Did you see that? That was an interesting three. It backed off the glass. Now they have a three-point lead, and Tomas, Berkeley's on a 9-0 run. The Vikings should call a timeout here.
Yeah, and there's Falanga passing it to Edwards. Edwards getting swatted by Zanya Henderson, but good hustle by the senior Amal Mahmood. And here is Shania Smith. And that's a turnover.
Well, so it's an 11-8 game, and what, just 5 minutes ago, Tomas, we were speaking about, maybe not even 2 or 3 minutes ago, we were speaking about how Berkeley should maybe call a timeout, maybe, rework it, but they didn't need to. Villa Maria should call a timeout now.
And here, Athena Saris passes it to good hustling for the ball, these two. And that's Zanya Henderson who got the end of that ball.
Yep, it's gonna stay. It's gonna go to Berkeley. Great hustle there. Yeah, it was
both teams are hustling for that ball. Okay, and here is Shania Smith, and that is a turnover, Vikings ball. And inbounding the ball for the Vikings is Autumn Edwards. Autumn Edwards inbounds the ball, passing it to Mia McCarthy. Here's McCarthy passing it to Deshaya Sterlings, and here is Athena Saris. Good ball movement by the Vikings, finding Edwards wide open for the corner three. It is a good defensive rebound by, and here is Mahmood pushing the fast break for the Knights. Good offensive, good pickpocket by Athena Saris, and here's the fast break for the Vikings. Oh, good hustle by Zanya Henderson to keep the ball in play, and there's Athena Harris with three, and it is off. Another good defensive rebound by Zanya Henderson. Here is Mahmood pushing the ball for the Vikings, and it's...
So there's a charging, but Tomas, am I watching tennis? There's back and forth. So many, there must have been 3 turnovers in that one sequence. So it's a it's a 3-point game, and there's a charge on Mahmood. That was a great staying stationary there by Mia McCarthy. Great drawing a foul there.
And here's Autumn Edwards passing the ball, and there's Mia McCarthy who lost the ball, turnover from Mahmood, and here's Mahmood pushing the ball for the Knights, gets fouled by Maria Malanga.
So Maria Falanga on the foul there. It did look like a block. I mean, I guess nobody's arguing. I guess she did hit her hand, but it looks like a clean block to me. Nonetheless, Mahmood is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. She got 4 points today.
Yeah, and we're just almost at the end of the first quarter as well. First one is off.
So where Mahmood went up there, yeah, okay. So I was wrong.
There was some contact.
There was a lot of contact actually on the right hand as she was releasing the ball, and that's why the refs are doing their job, and that's why we got the replay, Tomas.
Second one is good by Mahmood, and here is Maria Falanga for the Vikings, passing it to Mia McCarthy. McCarthy passing it to Edwards. Good ball movement by the Vikings. A good defensive rebound for Zanya Henderson as well. Here is Henderson pushing the ball for turnover. It's a pushing foul, I guess.
Yeah, there's a foul there, and I don't know why there's a foul call there either. It seems like I mean, look, I was wrong last call, Tomas. That didn't look like a foul. Saw the replay.
Yeah, and also Mahmood just got subbed off because of foul trouble. She's on 2 already.
He's on 2, and when you have a 4-point lead, you don't want to get much more as your best player. So.
And here is Mia McCarthy passing it. Edwards takes the three, and it is off. Good offensive rebound by Falengja, and it is good. Another 2 points for the Vikings. And here is Shania Smith with the ball for the Knights. Shania Smith passing it to Blake. Blake looking for an open teammate. Passing it to Shania Smith. Zanya Henderson almost taking that three. Good dime, though, by the forward herself. Passing it to Cherokee Wheeler.
Cherokee Wheeler, easy layup there because it looked like there was a double team and misunderstood assignments. So now it's 14-10 Berkeley.
And here's Mia McCarthy passing the ball to Maria Falengja with the three, and it is off. Good offensive rebound by Edwards. And there's Mia McCarthy with a three, and it is good. 3 points for the Vikings, cutting the deficit to 1 point.
There it is, 6 points today for McCarthy. And like you said, within one.
Turnover, Vikings ball.
Another travel. It was Cherokee Wheeler on the travel.
And here is Autumn Edwards inbounding the ball for the Vikings. Passing it to Maria Falengja, back to Edwards. Edwards to Falengja. Good vision by Falengja. Good putback by Talia Bush.
That was a great pass and great on Talia Bush, picking it up. As soon as she missed the shot, she came right back up and put it in. Big collision.
Big collision. Almost a good save by Talia Bush.
Great effort, though.
It's going to be an inbound for the Knights.
Cherokee Wheeler coming off.
And Butte.
And Shania Smith is in now.
Beulah Blake passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson passing it to Shania Smith. Smith passing it to Blake. And then here is Krista Williams. And there's Zanya Henderson passing it to Blake. Good ball movement by the Knights here. And here's Shania Smith. Turnover, and there goes senior guard Edwards with the easy 2 points for the Knights. I mean, for the Vikings. Good steal. And here's Mia McCarthy passing it to Talia Bush. And here is Edwards with the three, and it is off. Good defensive rebound by Beulah Blake. Pushing for the Knights. And there's Trinity Sierra. It's off. Good hustle, but not good enough. And it's Vikings ball. And that's the end of the first quarter.
So, Tomas, what we did just see there was a lot of turnovers, consecutive turnovers for Berkeley, and they were down by 6, and they scored a lot of unanswered points, and then they came back, and now they kind of, lean back a little. It'd be interesting to know what's going on in that huddle right now, because if I'm the head coach of Berkeley, I'm not very happy right now, if I'm being honest with you. So, 17-14. And, the 3-point lead right here for Villa Maria, 17-14, it was done from a 3-pointer here from McCarthy. Me and McCarthy, that was actually way beyond the arc.
It was a long three.
Very long three, Tomas. And, right now, it's clear that's the difference. 17-14. So 6 points, 2 for 4 from the field. And 2 for 4 from the field, but those two were both 3-pointers. So when she takes those 3-pointers, they're in. She hits them. So this difference, this 3-point difference, is thanks to Mia McCarthy right now. And after one quarter, turnovers right now, this is something that is absolutely crazy. They have 12 turnovers.
Wow.
So the coaching staff and the players have to know how big that is. They have to understand how huge that is. That's the reason they're down. Villa Maria only has 3 turnovers. Keep that going. Keep the offensive pressure on. Villa Maria could get their first HVIAC title.
100%. And also, we did talk to the head coach of Berkeley. She said she wanted to focus mostly on rebounding as well. And here is Maria Falanga passing it to McCarthy. Talia Bush with the layup, and it is off. Good offensive rebound by the big Talia Bush. And here's Edwards passing it to, here's Autumn Edwards passing it to Talia Bush. Talia Bush passing it to, and it is a defensive rebound by Krista Williams. And here is Beulah Blake for the Knights. Beulah Blake passing it to Trinity. Trinity passing it to Zanya Henderson. Zanya almost losing the ball, and here is Shania Smith. Henderson with the layup, and it is off. Good hustle though. And it's still Berkeley ball.
You know, Tomas, Talia Bush is playing very aggressive, and she's getting those boards today too. So there is star player Amal Mahmood coming back in for Shania Smith.
And here's Trinity Sierra inbounding the ball for the Knights. And there's Mahmood with the floater. It is good. Just coming off the bench, and she executes.
Tomas, it didn't even look like she could gather a correct form for the shot. Chucked it up, and it's in.
Yeah. And here is Mia McCarthy. That's a foul.
That is not something we should agree with there, because that, I don't know if that, yeah, see, the coaching staff isn't happy.
And is that's foul number 3 for Mahmood as well.
Wow. That was her third foul. That's a weak call, I'll be honest. That's a weak call. She was going for the ball. I mean, there's, when you play basketball, there's going to be a little contact. I mean, if you have major contact, if someone's slapping you, obviously it's a foul. But head coach of Berkeley definitely wasn't happy, and I can understand. You start a player 3 fouls, and the second quarter is just barely begun.
Oh, turnover, Knights ball, and that is something you do not want to. You don't want your star player to be in foul trouble, especially this early into the match.
This early into the game, she's got 3 fouls.
And still Knights ball. That was Krista Williams.
Not that they're all wrong or anything, but the refs are a little happy today. They're calling almost everything. You know, Tomas, you and I have done a lot of games together. You can see sometimes refs let things slide. Not today, not in the championship game. 100%.
Good pickpocket by Mia McCarthy, and here is her pushing the fast break, and that is a lot of contact.
That is something I won't argue with. Right on the arm. That was a pretty hard foul, too.
Yeah.
Dang. And McCarthy's going to go to the line and take 2, but that was a hard foul there from Berkeley. Villa Maria leads by 1 point, 17-16, looking to extend it to a 3-point lead. And the first one is in from Mia McCarthy. A hard hit, great steal, just took it right from her. And then as she was going up, wow, that was a lot of contact. A lot of contact there from Trinity Sierra, but the shot's in.
Second free throw was good by McCarthy, who's currently on 8 points for this matchup. And here is Zanya Henderson getting pressed. Good steal by Talia Bush. Good fast break by the Vikings. Another 2 points.
There we go. And the first points from Shaughnessy Bennett. Great steal from Talia Bush. What just the pressure is great from Villa Maria down low.
100%. And here is Shania Smith passing it to Krista Williams. Shania Smith with the layup. It is off, but good offensive rebound by Zanya Henderson. It's still Knights ball.
Tomas, it looks like Villa Maria, they want to keep the pressure on here. I mean, Coach McCarthy for Villa Maria wants the tallest players on his roster to be out there, and I mean, he did just that.
100% is definitely working.
Orlando Francois is now out there too. And then of course, you got Talia Bush and Maria Falanga as well. You have 3 very tall forwards for the Vikings, and you can see They were playing kind of a zone there.
Ooh, good steal by Maria Falange, and here's Mia McCarthy. Another good pickpocket by the Knights, and here is Zanya Henderson with the layup, and it is good. Another 2 points for the Knights. And here is Maria Falange with the ball for the Vikings. Crowd's chanting defense for the Knights, and here is Maria Falange, and that's still gonna be Vikings ball. And here's Mia McCarthy inbounding the ball for the Knights, passing it to Maria Falange with the corner three. Good offensive rebound by Talia Bush, who's really asserting her presence in this matchup today.
You got that right, Tomas. Indeed, her presence is felt. She's doing everything today. 5-point lead.
Ooh, a good steal by Elenata Francois.
So, Tomas, 15 turnovers for Berkeley, 5 for Villa Maria. Well, there's 6 now for Villa Maria.
Zanya Henderson getting blocked by Talia Bush, and here is Shanasi Bennett passing it to Mia McCarthy with the three, and it's almost good, but good offensive rebound by Talia Bush for the Knights. And here's Mia McCarthy again passing it to Maria Falange. Falange is off with that three, and here is Shanasi Bennett for the Vikings.
How many offensive rebounds? It's like 4 in a row, Tomas.
They're really hustling for that ball, the Vikings. And here is Bennett with the three, and it is an air ball. But good defensive rebound by Cherokee Wheeler. And here is Desiree Seeley for the Vikings. Desiree passing it to Cherokee Wheeler, and she gets swatted by Talia Bush. Zanya Henderson with the layup, and it could not go in. And here is Cherokee Wheeler passing it to Desiree Seeley.
Tomas, I see some inconsistency. My apologies. There's a lot of contact and no call. And now there's a timeout for Berkeley. No calls on so much contact, but just 5-10 minutes ago, minimal contact on a lot of calls. So the refs, if they don't want to make any enemies from either side, they want to be consistent with their calls.
100%. And it's been a very interesting, very good start to the matchup, especially with these first 2 quarters.
Amal Mahmood, 7 points, 2 rebounds, and she's 3 for 3 from the field, but that on the bottom, Tomas, that's what we got to look out for. 3 fouls, and the second quarter isn't even half over yet. 2 more, and she's out, and I don't know, you're already down by 5. Without Mahmood this early, you're going to be down a lot more.
100%, and she is one of the star players for this Knights team as well. Because it's definitely between her and Zanya Henderson who be sparking a fire between this team of the Knights. And here she is starting after that timeout. And it's going to be the Knights ball, and inbounding the ball for the Knights is Shanasi Bennett, passing it to Mia McCarthy. A very good start for Mia McCarthy this game. And here's Mia McCarthy with the ball, passing it to Daisha Stallings, and there's Maria Falange. Another 3 for Mia McCarthy, and it is good. That's 11 points for Mia McCarthy in this match. Ooh, good pass by. And here's Mahmood with the easy layup. Another 2 points, answering back from that 3-pointer by McCarthy. And here's Mia McCarthy. Good layup by Daisha Stallings. And here is Desiree Seeley passing it to Mahmood. And here's Mahmood passing it to Beulah Blake. Zanya Henderson getting blocked. And that is Vikings ball. And here is Shanasi Bennett with the Euro step and could not execute. And that is Knights ball.
That is Knights ball, and I don't know if you were looking, Tomas, but you could see it was great coaching there by Berkeley head coach, telling her players to just stay stationary if they want to draw that charge. They tried to no avail, but they do get the ball after that turnover.
And here's Mahmood inbounding the ball for the Knights. And here's Mahmood pushing the ball for the Knights, and here is Desiree Seeley. Seeley with the floater. It is off, but good offensive rebound by Seeley. Ooh, almost a good pass, and here is Maria Falanga pushing the ball for the Vikings. And there is Deshaya Stallings, and that is a turnover. Knights ball.
Yeah, that's a travel.
We're seeing a lot of turnovers between the Knights, especially after this.
They're booing. Oh my goodness. Villa fans are not happy.
And there is Mahmood passing it to Cherokee Wheeler. And here is Beulah Blake with the ball, passing it to Mahmood. Mahmood almost, I don't know if that was a block or a shot, but it worked somehow. And that is a foul.
Beulah Dixon Blake going to the line.
I mean, she might not be getting points, but she's also hustling for that ball with 3 rebounds as well to her name.
Absolutely.
She's going for her first 2 free throws of this afternoon. First one is off.
In and out. Yeah, so the foul here, as she was trying to grab it, she was about to go up, and when 3 people converge, it's almost always going to be a foul.
The second free throw is off again. And here is Edwards passing it to Maria Falanga.
It's pretty close. 5 fouls for Berkeley, 4 for Villa Maria.
And there is Falanga. Ooh, good steal by the senior Amal Mahmood with the easy fast break, and another 2 points for the Knights, closing that deficit to just 6 points. And here is Athens Sierra passing it to Edwards, passing it to Falanga, back to senior guard Edwards. Oh, good defense by the Knights. And that's still Vikings ball. We're seeing much more better defense by the Knights, especially after that timeout. And here is Desiree Seeley passing it to Beulah Dixon Blake, and here is Zanya Henderson, and here is Beulah Blake passing it to Mahmood. Mahmood with the floater, it is off. Almost a good offensive rebound. Good hustle by Mahmood, but it wasn't good enough because it's a turnover. Knights ball, and that's a timeout.
Timeout. 28-22, Villa Maria. And, well, he's jawing with the ref right now. He's not. So, Villa Maria, like, when you look at their field goal percentage, it's not very good. And Berkeley's is exactly 10% higher. So, I mean, they're fighting for the ball. She goes down. Mahmood goes down, and that's funny. It goes right back into her hands, and then they call a timeout just so they can secure the fact that, you know, we don't want to risk. We can't give the ball to the Vikings. Right? That's what they're thinking. We don't want a jump ball going to the other team. 18 turnovers for Berkeley today and 10 for Villa Maria. That is the sole reason this is a 6-point deficit.
And also, one of the key factors to this game is that Villa Maria scored 14 points off of turnovers compared to Berkeley with 7.
Yeah, I mean, double.
And here is Amal Mahmood with the long mid-range jumper, and it is off, but good defensive rebound by Talia Bush. And here is Maria Falanga with the ball, passing it to Autumn Edwards. Edwards to Falanga with the 3, and it is good. Another 3 points for the Vikings. And here is Mahmood passing it to, and here is Beulah Blake driving into the paint. And she gets fouled.
So the lead is even bigger now, 9-point lead, and this is the stuff that counts most from us. You have to make these 2 shots if you want to be in this game.
Yeah, we also gotta watch out on Maria Falanga because that's her second foul of this game as well. She's been pretty pretty clinical for this Vikings team with 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists.
You know, an interesting thing, Tomas, Berkeley has 5 fouls as a team, and only 2 players make up those 5.
100%. And here is Maria Falanga. Ooh, good defense by the senior Amal Mahmoud. Mahmoud with the mid-range jumper, and it is off. Ooh, good hustle by Talia Bush, asserting her dominance. And here is Falanga, and ooh, almost
athletic. Wow.
Almost a good hustle by the big Talia Bush from the Vikings.
Talia Bush, wow, what an athletic display there from number 34, Talia Bush. She was everywhere there.
And here is Zanya Henderson passing it to Mahmoud. Mahmoud,
Another
good steal by the big Talia Bush. And here is Maria McCarthy with the Euro step. It's a miss, and here is Maria Falanga with the ball. And here is McCarthy with the 3, and it is good. Another 3 points for the Vikings, amplifying that deficit to just 11 points. And here is Beulah Blake with the ball for the Knights. That crowd is going crazy for the Vikings. Screaming defense. Good clamps by McCarthy. Good steal. And there's Mahmoud with the recovery. And here is Zanya Henderson passing it to Beulah Blake with the floater, and it is off. Good offensive rebound though. And that is a shot
Coach is fired up. Coach is fired up. They are up by 11 points, Tomas.
100%. And here is Maria Falanga with the ball for the Vikings, passing it to Mia McCarthy. And here is Bush passing it to McCarthy. McCarthy with another 3, and it is an air ball. And here is Autumn Edwards passing it to Maria Falanga. Falanga with the good layup, and it is off. But here is Cherokee Wheeler pushing the ball for the Knights. And here is Beulah Blake. Beulah Blake getting heavily guarded by both Mia McCarthy and Maria Falanga. And here is Cherokee Wheeler. The shot clock's winding down. Cherokee Wheeler with the floater, and it is good. 2 points for the Knights. And here is Maria Falanga passing it to Mia McCarthy, who's been hot throughout these first 2 quarters. And here's Maria Falanga, and here's McCarthy. Good ball movement by the Knights, and here's Mia McCarthy, who's getting guarded by senior Amal Mahmoud. Oh, that's a turnover, Knights ball.
There it is, 34-25.
And here's Amal Mahmoud passing it to Cherokee Wheeler with 20 seconds left on the game clock, passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson with the layup and charge, I believe. Turnover. And that's Zanya Henderson going for first 2 free throws.
Henderson will shoot 2.
Henderson going for the free throw. First one is off. All right, here's Henderson going for the second one. Second one is off again. And here's Athena Sierra passing it to Mia McCarthy, who's getting double teamed by the Knights. And here is Sierra passing it to Autumn Edwards. Edwards turning over the ball. And here is the Knights with the fast break. Almost a buzzer beater, but not good enough. The current score is 34-25.
So, Tomas, 34-25 game. I mean, there's a lot of turnovers going on, right? You see a lot for Berkeley. Actually, at the end, Villa Maria, they got a lot of turnovers. They did get a lot of turnovers, unfortunately for them. But, well, 34-25 score. See, they've now pulled within 6. Villa Maria, 14 turnovers, and Berkeley at 20. Berkeley still, I mean, that's a lot for both.
Yeah, 100%. That's probably one of the key figures of Villa Maria. They're scoring off of those turnovers that Berkeley are causing as well.
Yeah, I mean, so much is happening in this game for for Berkeley. We saw a deficit, and then they came back up, and then they lost the deficit again. It's so much is going on for Berkeley.
100%. I mean, we did talk to the head coach. She was talking about how rebounding is key in this game, and probably just communication as well.
That's what Berkeley women's head coach said. We want rebounds, and
100%.
it didn't seem like that was happening a lot there. But Villa Maria, on the other hand, they have the size advantage.
Yeah.
So much height, a lot of tall players, and I think the coach loves everything.
100%.
Coach McCarthy of Villa Maria, he said to us, we asked him, is there anything you want to say? He said, nah, just win the game. And I think this reaction, if he does win the game, is what we're going to see at the end, because he was walking up and down the whole court, as you can see there. He was up and down, and he was just into it. So I think if you're Berkeley, you got to adjust. You got to adjust. So the third member of our broadcast team, Sydney Mountain, has Coach McCarthy of Villa Maria.
We missed a little bit of better rotation on defense. Keep playing hard, though. I think that's why we're ahead right now.
And what are you planning to do for the second half to continue this lead and hopefully win a championship?
I mean, keep doing what we've done all for the last 4 years. In particular, this year, just play hard and hope the ball falls our way and just make shots.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
So Coach McCarthy was energetic, and like we were just talking about Tomas before the game, Coach McCarthy, what do you need to do? You know, do you want to tell us any notes that you've made to say this is why we want to win? He said, no, just win the game. Let's look at it. 34-25, field goal percentages are close. Berkeley's shooting better at almost 41 opposed to 36. The free throw percentage, this is brutal, 75%. Villa Maria, 25 for Berkeley. That's a big yikes. And then this is a huge difference too. 50% from three is Berkeley, 26 is Villa Maria. The only thing we could make from that, Tomas, is that Villa Maria has shot a lot more.
Yeah, 100%, but especially the Villa Maria team, they're asserting their dominance, especially Talia Bush. You see how she's hustling for that ball, stealing the ball from the Knights as well.
Talia Bush is doing everything.
She really is.
I mean, she's one of the players of the game. There's a couple. I mean, she's doing everything, Tomas. You can see it in the tape. She's playing so aggressive. She's ripping the ball from everybody. It just doesn't matter. I mean, she's doing everything. She's doing everything.
100%. She's really asserting her dominance, especially being the first time she's playing in this gym as well.
Yeah, I mean, and for Mia McCarthy, she's our player of the game so far at the half. She has 14 points, no rebounds, but that's okay because she's a shooter. 4 for 9 from the field, 2 for 2 free throws. She's made a couple threes also. And Berkeley has some great players too. Amal Mahmood, she is in foul trouble, so watch out for that 3 fouls. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 5 for 8 from the field. McCarthy and Mahmood, Eminem. They're the driving forces behind both teams.
Yeah, 100%. Especially Mia McCarthy. She's been a sharpshooter throughout these first 2 halves.
Yeah, so Tomas, we're going to come back soon, but stay tuned because right before the second half, there's a little surprise, so stay on. So, Tomas, very shortly there's going to be a little award ceremony we were let in on. We don't know what awards or for who, but we can only guess.
Yeah, of course.
So, but I mean, this first half of this game has been awesome so far.
Of
I mean, we
course.
just talked about it a couple minutes ago. I mean, I'm gonna ask you, what do you? I mean, I know I'm usually the analyst. Break it down. Let's toe the line a little bit. What do you see, Tomas, as a play-by-play guy?
I mean, I see there's so much moving back and forth between these two, both hustling for the ball 100%. But it's really the key for both would be that points off of turnovers, especially they're out right at the rebounds as well, especially sharpshooters with both teams, as we can see.
Yeah, Mia McCarthy, right? She's doing it all. She's got a lot of 3 or 4 threes, I believe. But Tomas, let's go to the award ceremony, and congratulations to those receiving. Let's see who it is.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've attended some Sounds games during the regular season, you'll understand why we are directing our attention to the area of the foul line. We'd like to take this opportunity, we will recognize the rookie of the year who's not here today. For Word of Life, MJ Buck, congratulations on being rookie of the year. But you are here to meet and greet and give a great round of applause to the player of the year who represents the five-power sound so very proudly day in and day out. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the 2022-2023 Player of the Year, the junior from Five Towns College. A great big round of applause for Jordan Tobin. Come on, fans, give her a round of applause. Congratulations, Jordan Tobin.
Tomas, Jordan Tobin, Player of the Year, MVP 2 times now for Jordan Tobin. Back-to-back years. You and I have been on the call a lot. She is an awesome player.
Yeah, 100%.
There is a reason why she's a back-to-back Player of the Year here for the HVIAC conference. Congratulations to Jordan Tobin, and of course, congratulations to her teammates too, because I mean they played a big part in her success as well.
Yeah, 100%.
We're going to come back with some more action after a quick break.
All right, and we are about to start the third quarter of this very electrifying matchup between the Villa Maria Vikings versus the Berkeley Knights.
I'm liking this song from yeah, 34-25. Like we highlighted, Amal Mahmood and Mia McCarthy, the best players for Berkeley and Villa Maria. Mahmood, 3 fouls, only 2 more to give before she's ejected from this game.
And we're gonna start off with an inbound by the Vikings. And it's gonna be Adam Edwards inbounding the ball for the Vikings.
DJ's good.
All right, and here is Edwards inbounding the ball, passing it to Maria Falanga. Falanga passing it to Mia McCarthy, who's been hot this game. And here is Talia Bush. Oh, and that is a turnover. That is not how you want to start the start of the third quarter if you were the Vikings.
No, you don't. That's not a good start for them.
And here is Trinity Sierra passing it to Balua Blake. And here is Blake passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson back to Blake. And here is Blake passing it back to Henderson. Henderson passing it to Mahmood. Mahmood driving into the paint. Not good enough, but good hustle by Zanya Henderson with the putback for the 2 points for the Knights. And here is Athena Saris for the Vikings, passing it to Mia McCarthy, and that's a turnover by McCarthy. And here is Beulah Blake, fast breaking for the Knights. And here is Mahmood with the offensive rebound. Fadeaway jumper, not good enough. And Blake gets blocked by Maria Falanga. And here is Autumn Edwards with the fast break for the Vikings. Another good 2 points by the Vikings. You see the head coach, McCarthy, just not sitting down and standing up, cheering on for his teammates, the Vikings. And here is Beulah Blake for the Knights, passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson passing it back to Beulah Blake. And here's Beulah Blake passing it to Henderson. Henderson to Mahmood. Trinity Sierra losing the ball, almost. And here is Trinity Sierra passing it to Amal Mahmood. Good ball movement by the Knights, but not good enough because that's the shot clock.
So, Tomas, it seemed like there was, wow. So, my goodness, there's some pep talks from the stands, I guess. Hey, Tomas, I don't know, it looked like they kind of gave up on the possession there.
It was good ball movement by them as well. They just couldn't execute. And here is Autumn Edwards for the Vikings, passing it to Mia McCarthy. McCarthy passing it to Falanga, and here's McCarthy again with the ball, and here's Falanga with the 3. It is off. Good offensive rebound by Edwards, though. Another 2 points for the Vikings.
Here we go. Now it's double digits, 11-point deficit.
And here's Trinity Sierra passing it to Beulah Blake. Blake looking for the open teammate. Blake getting guarded by Mia McCarthy. Here is Zanya Henderson driving into the paint as if no one was there, but not good enough. And here's Athens Sierra with the defensive rebound. Here is Autumn Edwards. Edwards passing it to Talia Bush, who babied.
Baby Cherokee Wheeler. Baby Cherokee Wheeler.
And here is Mahmood with the vision, passing it to Cherokee Wheeler for 2 points for the Knights. And here is Maria Falanga passing it to Mia McCarthy. And here's McCarthy passing it to Autumn Edwards. Edwards passing it to Athena Sierra. And good steal by the senior guard, Amal Mahmood. Mahmood passing it to Beulah Blake with the easy 2 points, foul, and 1.
Beulah Dixon Blake, way to convert that, way to draw the foul. She's going to try to convert the 3-point play here and let them now, I mean, it's a 9-point game, make her team pull with an 8.
And this could be a potential 3-point play for the Knights to cut that deficit down to 8. Beulah Blake with the free throw, and it is good.
Yeah, I mean, nice foul draw in the end one. Yep, right on the left shoulder. 40-32.
And here's Maria Falanga passing it to Athena Saris. Autumn Edwards passing it to Talia Bush. Bush with a travel, and that is Knight's ball.
So Tomas is a travel there from Talia Bush, but she's so involved, and her nickname is the Tank, and that's her nickname for a reason.
Well, that explains a lot. And here is Mahmoud passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson getting double teamed. Good defensive rebound by Bush. And it's still Vikings ball.
Foul charge number 10, Trinity Sierra.
And inbounding the ball.
Team's first.
And that is Trinity Sierra on foul trouble with 3 fouls for the Knights. And here is Autumn Edwards with the ball for the Knights. And here is Mia McCarthy with the long 3. Good offensive rebound by Bush with the putback, not good enough. And here is the Knights with the fast break with Amal Mahmoud. Mahmoud getting double teamed by two of the Vikings. Passing it to Trinity Sierra. Sierra, that's a charge. And it's Vikings ball.
Interestingly enough, Tomas, I do agree with that call. I mean, both players had a lot of contact, but I do think that was a charge, 100%. It looked like she was going right into her. Look, right there, yep, that's 100% a charge. Great job being stationary there from McCarthy.
And Mia McCarthy, no. Trinity Sierra is in foul trouble. She has 4 fouls, 1 more, and she is out. And here's Autumn Edwards passing it to Mia McCarthy. And Edwards with the 3 is off. Good defensive rebound by Krista Williams. And here is Zanya Henderson pushing the ball for the Knights. Here is Beulah Blake. Blake looking for an open teammate. Passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson to Mahmoud. Mahmoud passing it to Wheeler. Good ball movement by the Knights. Not good enough, but good defensive rebound by Talia Bush. And here is Athena Saris passing it to Autumn Edwards. Back to Saris. And here is Mia McCarthy wide open for the 3, and it is off. A bit of a cold start for Mia McCarthy. And here is Mahmoud driving the ball into the paint for the Knights. And that is a good defensive rebound by Mia McCarthy. First one of the game, probably not even the last. And here is Autumn Edwards passing it to Mia McCarthy. And here is Mia McCarthy gets fouled.
She has 14 points, Tomas. She is the leading scorer of today's game. 14 points for number 25, Mia McCarthy. She has also 4 3-point shots made. One of only a few to actually hit a 3 today. One of 3 players in this game to hit a 3, and the only one with multiple.
Third free throw is good by Mia McCarthy.
First one is good, and she is just doing it all. Look at that 3, just nothing but net. Far behind the arc, too.
Fourth one is off. Good defensive rebound by Cherokee Wheeler. And here is Beulah Blake getting heavily guarded by Mia McCarthy, who is currently hot for this Vikings team. Beulah Blake passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson looking for the open teammate. Henderson ooh. Very weird layup, but here's the putback by Zanya Henderson. Good offensive rebound by Amal Mahmoud, passing it to Beulah Blake. Shot clock's winding down. Beulah Blake with the shot clock, not good enough, but good offensive rebound by Krista Williams, passing it to Amal Mahmoud. And here's Beulah Blake back with the ball, passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson driving into the paint. And that
draws a foul.
That was a very intense play by the Knights. Especially, they're definitely doing what the head coach was talking about, how she was talking about rebounding is very key for this team.
And for total rebounds, they are out-rebounding Villa Maria by 9. She said, we want to grab rebounds, and they are. They are up by 9 on rebounds, but down by 9 in the score.
Yeah, and that was a turnover by Mahmoud as well. And here's Mia McCarthy. McCarthy passing it. Passing it to Elenara Francois with another 2 points for the Knights, for the Vikings. And here is Mahmoud inbounding the ball to, that is Knights ball. Another turnover by the Knights. And here, inbounding the ball for the Vikings is Mia McCarthy. And there's Autumn Edwards getting subbed off for Shanasi Bennett. Mia McCarthy passing it to Francois. Almost a good putback, but good hustle by Mia McCarthy.
Wow. Aggressive there, jump ball.
She's doing the impossible for this Vikings team, especially with it being their first year in the conference as well. And it's going to be an inbound for the Knights. Here's Mahmoud passing it to Cherokee Wheeler. Back to Mahmoud. And here is Mahmoud passing it to Zanya Henderson. And here's Zanya Henderson passing it to Krista Williams with almost a very good layup, but not good enough. And here is Maria Falanga passing it to Mia McCarthy. Back to Falanga. Falanga with the 3. It is off. Good defensive rebound by guard Amal Mahmoud. And that is Vikings ball.
So 43-32 here. It's an 11-point game, and there's Trinity Sierra. She has 4 fouls, but each team has 8, and she is half of Berkeley's, and then Mahmoud is 3 of them. So those 2 players combined have 7.
Wide open mid-range jumper by Kiara Sweeney for the Knights.
For the Vikings, those are her first 2 points.
And here's Zanya Henderson getting double teamed. Henderson pushing the ball forward for the Knights. Ooh, good defense by Kiara Sweeney, who's already making an instant impact coming in from the bench for the Vikings. And here is Mahmoud passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson with the mid-range jumper, and it is an air ball. It's been a quiet game for Zanya Henderson. She's only gotten she's got 6 points and 10 rebounds, but you haven't seen her assert her dominance in the paint, especially with Talia Bush on the other hand for the Vikings. And here is Shanasi Bennett passing it to Falanga. McCarthy passing it to Bennett. Bennett with the mid-range jumper, and it is good. Another 2 points for the Vikings. And here is timeout.
Timeout for the Berkeley College Knights, 47-32. They're down by 15 points, just over 2.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tomas, this is not good for Berkeley. If they lose this game, and it's looking like they could, this is going to be back-to-back years they lose in championship.
Yeah, 100%. And this is Villa Maria's first year in the conference as well. And they're definitely asserting their dominance, especially with just this first game that they're playing in the Sound Arena.
So Berkeley's coaching staff, doesn't have a lot to smile about, but Villa Maria's, they do. Coach McCarthy of Villa Maria is elated. You can see him pacing back and forth, just very excited, very happy. And Tomas, going off your point, Villa Maria, if they win, the first time in the league, in the conference, it's not often that you see stuff like that happen.
Yeah, 100%.
Even in pro sports, you don't see that a lot. In the NHL, who do you have? The Vegas Golden Knights. They went to the Stanley Cup, I think, in their 2nd year. And then in baseball, you got Florida Marlins. They won in their 3rd or 5th or 6th year. So it's very rare, even in pro sports, for a new team to win.
And here's Cherokee Wheeler for the Knights, passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson driving into the paint. And that is a foul. Henderson going up to the line for the Knights. That's going to be her third and fourth free throw of this afternoon. She's currently 0 of 2 from the line. Third one is good.
So she gets fouled, and I mean, it looked like contact from both sides there, but nonetheless, she's fouled by Stallings.
Fourth one is good. And that's going to be a 47-34 lead for the Vikings. Good steal by the senior guard, Mahmoud. Mahmoud with the easy 2 points for the Knights. Trying to... They're definitely ecstatic, trying to get a spark for this Knights team, and that is.
Coach McCarthy is saying, hey, we want IQ there. We want to be smarter and better than that. And Berkeley's bench and their side of the fans, although not as packed as Villa's side, they do love what they're seeing because now they can go on a 6-0 run if they get a bucket here.
And here's Beulah Blake passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson passing it back to Beulah Blake. Beulah Blake back to Henderson. Here's Henderson passing it back to Beulah Blake. Beulah Blake with the long mid-range jumper. It is off, but good offensive rebound by Henderson, who gets denied by Kiara Sweeney. And it's still Knights ball. And Cherokee Wheeler getting subbed off to current foul trouble player Trinity Sierra, who's currently on 4 fouls.
Yep, one more and she's out in the third quarter. It's not even over yet.
Ooh, almost a good pass by Zanya Henderson. Here is Mahmoud with the contested jumper, and it is good.
Why are Mahmoud's best shots, the ones that go in the most, are the ones that she's never set for?
And here is Kiara Sweeney with the ball, passing it to Maria Falanga. Falanga passing it to McCarthy with the long mid-range jumper, and it is off. But good offensive rebound by Autumn Edwards, passing it to Falanga, and there's McCarthy again open for the 3. She's been cold this second half, but good offensive rebound by Sweeney as well. Good offensive rebound by Talia Bush. Good hustle by Trinity Sierra.
I think each team's total rebound stats increased by about 67 after that. Well, ultimately it does go to Berkeley and Mahmoud in the inbound.
And here's Mahmoud inbounding the ball for the Knights. And here is Zanya Henderson passing it to Beulah Blake. Beulah Blake getting heavily guarded by Maria Falanga, passing it to Mahmoud. Mahmoud getting double teamed. Good vision by the senior guard. But it's not good enough because it's a turnover for Vikings ball.
Another travel. Like the Berkeley Knights have had like 5 travels right. Dang.
Yeah. And still, they're doing the same thing as they've been doing these past few quarters. They've been turning over the ball, and that's what's the key figure of this game for the Vikings is the points off of turnovers. They have 23 points off of turnovers compared to 16 from the Knights. And there's Henderson's block against Kiara Sweeney, and here's Henderson pushing the floor for the Knights. Good hustle by Mia McCarthy.
Drop ball. Well, you have to applaud the effort from Trinity
Edwards.
Sierra because, I mean, no matter what, she's going to do what she can to help her team potentially win. She's getting down on the ground. Even though she's got 1 foul to spare, you got to play hard. You cannot peel it back.
She's a senior as well for the Vikings. And here is Mia McCarthy passing it to Maria Falanga, who was wide open for the 3. Another 3 points for the Vikings.
Maria Falanga, 10 points.
And here is Zanya Henderson pushing the floor for the Knights. Henderson looking for an open teammate. Henderson passing it to Beulah Blake. Oh, and that is a turnover, and head coach is pissed.
So, Tomas, I was just watching the Berkeley head coach. She was very much she was very much being, I don't know, she was upset. And I saw her look at her players who threw that ball her way. She said, "I'm not playing. I'm not playing." So I guess they thought she was playing or something. And she's just not happy.
Long three by McCarthy, and it's cold. She's been ice cold from the three.
From the logo. I don't know about ice cold, Tomas. 4 for 11 is McCarthy
I mean,
today.
for the second half, she's been cold.
Second half, she's, I think, only hit 1.
And here's Mahmoud inbounding the ball for the Knights with 0.5 on the shot on the game clock. That is the end of the third quarter.
Well, end of 3, 50-38. So, look, crazier stuff has happened, right? It
Yes.
should go to Villa Maria if they continue to play the way that they have been playing. 12 points is a lot to come back from when you're Berkeley. And, I mean, McCarthy's got 15, Mahmoud's got 15. They're neck and neck. Coach McCarthy is just telling his team, probably telling his team, I mean, I'm not in the huddle, Tomas, he's probably saying, keep the pressure on, keep it going, and there she is right there, Mia McCarthy, 25 in the leftmost, 15 points, rebound, 4 for 13 from the field, 3 for 4 from the free throw, all 4 of her field goals made were 3-pointers. So if you're Coach McCarthy, you're just like, hey, we want to do this. But if you're Berkeley's side, you just want to, you can't give the ball up. You can't give the ball up, and just great hustle there from Berkeley, but Villa Maria turns it over, and then Berkeley, and then there it is. There's Sierra. When Sierra got down, no matter what, and there's a 3 from Maria Falanga, who was 2 for 8 from 3.
Yeah, these two players have been very good for the Vikings. Mia McCarthy and Maria Falanga.
And don't forget Talia Bush as well. 7 points, 9 rebounds. She's on her way to a double-double shortly.
That she is indeed. And we're about to start the fourth quarter for this matchup. A very good matchup between the Berkeley Knights and the Villa Maria Vikings. And here is Beulah Blake getting heavily guarded by Mia McCarthy. Beulah Blake passing it to Cherokee Wheeler, and that is a turnover. Vikings ball.
That's about the 12th travel I've seen called today.
That's nuts. And here is Maria Falanga for the Vikings, passing it to Mia McCarthy, who's open for 3. And here is Kiara Sweeney with the putback. And here is Mahmoud inbounding it to a good steal by Sweeney. And there's Mia McCarthy with the right hand layup, and it's not good enough. And here is Beulah Blake pushing the floor for the Knights. And here's Blake passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson with the 3. It's an air ball, and that is Vikings ball.
Well, Amal Mahmoud was just screaming at Cherokee Wheeler. It looked like, I mean, not confirmed, but it looked like Wheeler was confused as to who touched that last, because she could have saved it. Nobody was around her, and Amal Mahmoud is not happy. Her teammate should have her head in the game.
And here's Mia McCarthy passing it to Autumn Edwards. Edwards passing it to Falanga. And here's Kiara Sweeney with the mid-range jumper, and it is good. Another 2 points for the Vikings.
They just keep it going. They keep the herd on here.
Mahmoud passing it to there's Mahmoud with the missed layup. And here's Zanya Henderson getting triple teamed. And here is Shania Smith with the floater. It is off. Good hustle by Zanya Henderson, but not good enough. And here is Mia McCarthy pushing the fast break for the Vikings. And here's Autumn Edwards with the long mid-range jumper, and it is off. Good offensive rebound by Kiara Sweeney. So much happened after that last play.
Yeah. 16 points, Tomas. I don't know if Berkeley can come back from this in 8 minutes.
And here is Maria Falanga inbounding the ball for the Vikings.
And by the way,
Coach is pissed.
Yeah, that was Sierra's 5th foul, so she's out of the game.
Wow, that's one less player.
Trinity Sierra has fouled out, and yeah, she's upset. And Cherokee Wheeler trying to console her. See Cherokee Wheeler trying to let her know, and now somebody from the crowd is talking to her, and yeah, this was the last game of the season, and she fouled out.
Good putback by Talia Bush for another 2 points for the Vikings. And here is Mahmoud inbounding the ball pass to Zanya Henderson. Henderson passing it to Shania Smith. And that is a block by Talia Bush. And it's still a Knights ball.
I can't see it in the stats, but I'm sure steals and blocks for Talia Bush are over probably 2 blocks and probably 5 steals.
And that's a timeout.
57 remaining in the 4th quarter.
Wow, what a...
Yeah, 56-38. It's almost a 20-point game. It's 18. It's an 18-point deficit. Trailing for Berkeley. You need to come back. But great block there from Talia Bush going all the way up. And just watch out, because Bush is 2 points away from 1 point away from a double-double, as she has 10 rebounds and 9 points. So Talia Bush doing it all for Villa Maria, and there's only one player on Villa Maria who doesn't have points, and that's Athena Saris, who hasn't gotten in the game a lot, only 2 shots. But for Berkeley, there are 3 players who've gotten in the game who did not make a shot. They're at 0 for 8. They're combined 0 for 8. So Coach McCarthy and Berkeley's coaching staff, I mean, totally opposite things. Obviously, you never want to prematurely acknowledge the fact that the game is over. But if you're Berkeley, you got to look at the score, be realistic, be like, all right, just play with whatever you got left in the tank. I mean, you're down by a lot. It's unrealistic and rare to win this game, but play hard and see where it takes you.
Yeah, 100%. You can always expect the unexpected when it comes to any kind of sports games, especially. And that is still Knights ball. And inbounding it is Amal Mahmoud. Passing it to Beulah Blake. Blake passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson looking for the open teammate. Passing it to, and that's a shot clock violation. Vikings ball.
Shot clock violation.
And you do not want that if you're Berkeley, especially with this deficit.
Of course, you can't afford to give the ball up like that.
And here is Maria Falanja for the Vikings, passing it to Mia McCarthy. Oh, and that is a turnover by McCarthy. And here is Mahmoud driving into the paint for the Knights. And that's another 2 points for the senior guard, Amal Mahmoud. And here is Falanja with the ball. Passing it to Mia McCarthy with the good vision. And here is McCarthy passing it back to Falanja with the 3, and it is off. Good defensive rebound by Amal Mahmoud, passing it to Shania Smith. And there is Zanya Henderson to pick up the almost turnover. And there is Henderson with the layup, and it is off.
Looks like she was fouled there.
And Henderson going for another 2 free throws.
Teams first.
The head coach of Berkeley is not satisfied with this result. There's still 6 minutes left, but a lot can happen in 6 minutes, especially with a deficit of 16 points. First one is off by Henderson.
Mahmoud, 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists, 8 for 15 from the field in what is most likely her last game, as she is a senior. A great game for her.
The other free throw for Henderson is good. And here is Maria Falanja for the Vikings. Good vision passing it to Mia McCarthy, and that's another 2 points for the Vikings. And here is Henderson passing it to Beulah Blake, and here is Blake passing it to Shania Smith. Smith getting dispossessed, but still Berkeley ball. Inbounding it is Zanya Henderson for the Knights, passing it to Amal Mahmood. And here's Mahmood passing it to Beulah Blake, passing it to Shania Smith with the 3, and it is off. Good defensive rebound by Maria Beulah. And here is Kiara Sweeney passing it to Talia Bush. Good defensive rebound. Good. And there is Autumn Edwards with the easy 2 points for the Vikings. Oh, and that is a turnover by Mahmood. Bit of miscommunication. And here is Maria Falanja with the ball for the Vikings. Autumn Edwards wide open for the 3, and it is off. Good defensive rebound by Henderson, but that's going to be a foul.
That's a first, team's second. Cherokee Wheeler at the 4 has returned for the
And it's going to be an inbound for the Vikings. It's going to be Mia McCarthy inbounding the ball for the Vikings. There's it's a turnover. It's going to be the Knights ball. And here is Amal Mahmood inbounding the ball to Beulah Blake. Blake passing it to Mahmood. And here is Cherokee Wheeler, who gets swatted by Talia Bush. And here is Mia McCarthy with the ball for the Vikings. And here's Mia McCarthy passing it to Autumn Edwards with the 3, and it is good. The crowd for Villa Maria are ecstatic with that 3 from the senior guard, Autumn Edwards.
Yeah, Berkeley cannot stop the bleeding. And unlike last season championship final, this game is not close at all, Tomas. I mean, what a 3-pointer right there. Wide open it looked like, and right in.
I just think it's the double team. It's not working for the Knights. They're double teaming Mia McCarthy, even though she's hot, but even with that double team, they're leaving Autumn Edwards wide open with the 3. We've seen that a lot.
Exactly, and that's something you can't afford. Again, down by 22 points at this point, but still, you want to play your heart out until that clock hits 0.
100%. It's been a very good. It was a very good start for the first 2 quarters, and then after the second half, it's just been one-sided this match.
Well, I think Berkeley has something to be happy about, because there's a kid dancing. He likes the music. He's jamming out.
Oh,
so
he's definitely vibing.
He's vibing. At least you got something to be happy about over there.
All right, and we are going back. Look at the stands. Yes, and they're still in the huddle, the timeout, the Knights.
So Berkeley, 25% from 3. Villa Maria just under 23. Neither team shooting well at all from 3.
And here is Zanya Henderson inbounding the ball, passing it to Mahmoud. And here's Henderson back with the ball, passing it to Beulah Blake. Blake passing it to Shania Smith with the wide open mid-range jumper, and it is off. Good defensive rebound by Josiah Stallings. And here's Beulah Blake with the ball for the Knights. Beulah Blake passing it to Shania Smith with the wide open 3, and it is good. And here's Autumn Edwards passing it to Mia McCarthy. McCarthy taking the pick from Talia Bush, and that is a foul. It's going to be another 2 free throws for Mia McCarthy.
Try to put this deficit back to 20 plus here. So Coach McCarthy for Villa Maria, within 5 minutes, he could become a champion.
Yeah. And Autumn Edwards getting subbed off for Maria Falanga. And here's Mia McCarthy going for her 5th and 6th. First one's good.
So, I mean, McCarthy, as she was going up, yeah, she was really, I mean, there was contact on the left hand there. Zanya Henderson didn't seem to agree with that.
Second free throw for Mia McCarthy is good. And Mahmoud is trying to, you know, she's trying to spark a fire for this Knights team, trying to cut that deficit. And just with that,
oh, Mahmoud's not happy.
she is not. But Bush is just trying to get that ball.
And yeah, Mahmoud was not happy at all, and she was roughed up a little bit there, Natalia Bush.
She's really trying to assert her dominance in this matchup.
So much aggressiveness there from both players, both stars for their respective teams, and yeah, Mahmoud looked right at her. She's like, what are you doing? A lot of aggression there, and Bush almost got a steal, and
almost a good steal by Talia Bush. But still,
almost came up here again too.
well, it's still Knights ball. And here is Amal Mahmoud inbounding the ball for the Vikings. Passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson passing it to Beulah Blake. Blake passing it to Shania Smith with the 3. It is off. Good offensive rebound by Cherokee Wheeler, passing it to Beulah Blake. Blake passing it to Shania Smith with another 3. It is off. Ooh, almost a good offensive rebound by Mahmoud, but here's Henderson almost losing the ball. And that's going to be a foul. And Henderson going up to the line for another 2.
Wow. I mean, what a lopsided game. The fouls are even, though.
First one's good by Henderson.
We do have that. 12 fouls for Villa. Actually, the Knights have less. Sheesh.
She just got her double-double. Second one is good by the Knights. And that cuts the deficit to 19.
This is interesting, Tomas. 9 for 38 is the combined three-point percentage, 3 points between both teams. That's not good.
And here's Maria Falanja passing it to Daisha Stallings, passing it to. And here's Maria Falanja passing it to Kiara Sweeney. Oh, and that is a turnover. Nice ball.
19 points, 4 minutes until Villa Maria are champions.
And there's Mahmoud inbounding the ball to Cherokee Wheeler, passing it to Mahmoud, and there is Zanya Henderson pushing up to the floor, passing it to Beulah Blake. Blake passing it to Shania Smith with the 3, and it is off. Good defensive rebound by Kiara Sweeney, passing it to Maria Falanja. And there's Falanja passing it to Daisha Stallings, and it is off. Good defensive rebound by Cherokee Wheeler, passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson passing it to Beulah Blake. Blake passing it to Shania Smith with the 3, and it is good. Another 3 points for the Knights. And here is Maria Falanja passing it back to Falanja with the wide open paint. That's another 2 points for the Vikings.
There was no defense played on that play at all, Tomas.
Where's the big? And here is Beulah Blake passing it to Zanya Henderson. Henderson was being guarded by Athena Saris. Henderson dominated the paint, especially with that mismatch. And that is a timeout. Head coach for the Knights is not happy with this result. But the Knights are trying their hardest to, you know, come back to this matchup. Because
I mean, Tomas, all game, you don't see a lot of defense underneath. Falanja just able to essentially walk in. And, I mean, even for Berkeley, though, a couple times, Zanya Henderson got there, but I mean, points in the paint is probably a big difference here. I mean, there's just a lot going wrong. A lot going wrong for Berkeley, and obviously, as Trinity Sierra fouled out earlier, as we said, I mean, it's not a good look for Berkeley to be down by this much. 16-point deficit.
And here is Shanasi Bennett passing it to Mia McCarthy. McCarthy passing it to Falanja. Falanja passing it to Bennett. Bennett with the mid-range jumper. It is off. Good defensive rebound by Amal Mahmood. And here's Mahmood pushing the floor for the Knights, passing it to Shania Smith. Smith with the floater, and it is off. Good defensive rebound by Athena Saris, passing it to Maria Falanja for the Knights. And here is Maria Falanja driving into the paint.
That's not a travel. It looked like she took 4
And here
steps.
is Amal Mahmood pushing the floor for the Knights with the floater, and it is good. 2 points for the Knights. And here is Mia McCarthy with the ball for the Knights. McCarthy taking the pick from Maria Falanja. Here is Falanja with the ball, passing it to Kiara Sweeney. Sweeney with the baby hook, and it is good. A foul and 1. Another 2 points for the Vikings.
And 1 for Sweeney, going to the line for the first time this game. And I think Berkeley is aware of their fate here.
And here is Kiara Sweeney with the first 2 free throws for this match. And there is Shanasi Bennett getting subbed off for senior guard Autumn Edwards.
Desiree Sealy, number 22, has also returned for the Knights.
Okay, and here is Kiara Sweeney with the free throw. First one is good. And then here is Shania Smith inbounding the ball for the Knights. Ooh, almost a good steal by Francois. And here is Shania Smith with the ball, passing it to Alvanada Nelson, passing it to Mahmood. And here's Mahmood. Spin move, passing it to Almanada. Almanada with the first 2 points for the Knights. First 2 points for the game for her.
Instant impact.
Autumn Edwards almost wide open for the 3, but she didn't take it. And here is Francois. And she got fouled. All right, and here is Elenata Francois going for her first 2 free throws of this match. 1:12 left in this period for this match. First one is off. All right, second free throw for Elenata Francois.
The crowd is getting into it.
It is off. And here is Desiree Sealy with the ball for the Knights. Passing it to Shania Smith. Smith passing it to Mahmood. Good, almost a good pickpocket by Maria Falanja. Spin move by Mahmood. And that is a turnover. Knights ball. And here is Maria Falanja for the Vikings, passing it to Mia McCarthy, who is somehow open. They're passing it back to Falanja. And here is Autumn Edwards with the ball, getting heavily guarded by Nelson, double teamed even. Mahmood really trying to hustle for that ball, because she is not satisfied with this result, especially with it being her last semester as a Knight. And here's Edwards passing it to McCarthy. McCarthy back to Edwards, and here's Falanja Ooh, good pickpocket by Mahmoud. And here's Mahmoud driving into the paint. Falanja, that's a foul. And she is going for 2 at the charity strike. And that is foul number 2 on Elenata Francois.
There are 3 players with double doubles. No, actually 2 players with double doubles. Amal Mahmoud, 19 and 10. Zanaya Henderson, 13 and 14.
Free throw for Mahmoud is good. She's 20 and 10. All right, and she's gonna go for her 4th one. And it is off with 25 seconds left on the game clock is Athena. And here is Mahmoud with the fast break for the Knights. It's a foul. With 19 seconds left on the game clock, she's going back for another 2 at the charity strike.
Well, as the time winds down, it looks like the Vikings are going to hoist their first ever HVIAC championship trophy in their first time in the conference.
100%, and you can't say well deserved as well. And here is Mahmoud going for first free throw. It is off. The senior guard will be going for the second free throw. Second one is good. 19 seconds left on the game clock. And here is Falanja, who's currently with 4 fouls, passing it to Seeley. And here is Autumn Edwards getting double teamed, passing it to Maria Falanja. Ooh, almost a good steal by Mahmoud.
Very scrappy play here. You want, to that final possession, and obviously, this game's over, and Amal Mahmoud, this is her final game.
Yeah. And she's putting her heart and sweat into this last game as well. And there's Mahmoud passing it to Shania Smith. Smith back to Mahmoud. Mahmoud with the shot clock winding down. Mid-range floater, it is off. And the fight.
So congratulations to the Villa Maria Vikings. 70-57 final. Tomas, wow. Villa Maria, not only is it their first time in the Sound Arena, their first season in the HVIAC conference. They come out on top. They have a great record in the regular season, and they win it all. And you can see everybody on the Vikings. Congratulations to Villa Maria. And they could potentially get 2 with the men's game coming up shortly, also against Berkeley. But congratulations to the Villa Maria women's team. Also, valiant effort from Berkeley Knights, who, unfortunately for them, they lost this year again. But back-to-back years, they made the championship. So, congratulations to Villa Maria. And we'll see what they could do with the men's team. But Tomas, I think this is actually pretty cool. The funniest part was that Coach McCarthy, before the game, and we were talking about, Coach McCarthy, what do you guys have to do to win? You have any notes, any tips? Just win the game, he said. And I think he was right about that, right? I think he was right. I don't think there's anything else you could say.
No, not really.
A lot of confidence, right, Tomas? It seemed. But Mia McCarthy, from one McCarthy to another, Mia McCarthy played an incredible game. She was a sharp shooter from 3. She was everywhere. She was even mismatched against Zanya Henderson there. Like, no matter who she was against, she was always doing it all. There's one of her 3-point shots. Every single one she hit, it looked like it was nothing but net, Tomas.
Yeah.
McCarthy did it all. She would get rebounds over women way taller than her. She was just, she was
hustling for that ball.
And even with the help from her team, a great pass right there, great dish. It was a risky shot, but way beyond the arc, and she drained it.
Yeah, 100%.
And Tomas, speaking of Mia McCarthy, 3rd member of our broadcast team, Sydney Mountain has her right now.
Mia, amazing showing today. 19 points from you, 31% from behind the arc. How does it feel to get your first HVIAC championship?
Oh, it feels great, especially this being like the first one for Villa. It's an amazing feeling, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
And how does it feel to get this championship, obviously with your father as your head coach?
There's been some struggles, but because he's my dad, obviously he's going to be harder on me than most, but I'm really thankful for him. Like, he knows what he's doing, and I'm grateful he's my coach.
Thank you, Mia. Amazing work today.
Thank you.
Mia McCarthy, she is obviously excited, very happy. Her team won first year in the conference, but Berkeley, we have to applaud their effort.
Yeah, 100%.
We really do. We do, because they had, we had Amal Mahmood, who dropped 50 yesterday, and she did great today, but both teams played hard. They did. The fans are going crazy. But both teams really did play hard, and we should take a look at the stats in a minute. But Tomas, this was actually up until the last quarter or so. I did think this was a pretty close game for the most part until the end. And 70-58 final, 38 field goal, 34 free throw percentage is higher for Villa Maria, and 3-point very lopsided, 33 to about 23. So I think the size really did it for Villa Maria.
Yeah, and one of the key points that both of myself and you were talking about during halftime was points off of turnovers. Villa Maria 100% made a lot more points off of turnovers compared to Berkeley.
Points off turnovers, for sure. For sure was something that that really did it. And it looks like there's an award being given to Berkeley. Amal Mahmood is getting an award, and I think that's a playoff MVP. The tournament MVP is going to Amal Mahmood. That's what I think that was. 71 total points in the tournament. 2 games. That's what they didn't say. That's what you didn't hear. 71 points in 2 games.
That is nuts.
2?
Yeah.
I couldn't score 71 points in a full season. I'm telling you right now. I don't think. I used to play like those rec league basketball. I don't think I have 71 career points. I don't. But once again, we can't say congrats enough to Villa Maria. And just they're going to probably do this trophy race here. Coach McCarthy getting mobbed by his players, and he's there. It is. And that's it. Coaching staff of the year goes to the Villa Maria women's team. And based off what we just saw, I don't think I agree more. And I think the funniest part, Tomas, is the fact that great coach, great coaching staff. Coach, what do you need to do to win the game? Well,
he basically prophesized what he was talking about. This team was actually really good. Even though it's the first time that they played at the Sound Arena, they really asserted their dominance in this game.
Yeah. And that's a player of the game right here for championship game. Mia McCarthy, her first game, she wins the MVP of the game. She's hitting the gritty? She's just hitting the gritty?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, congratulations.
Well, congrats to the Knights.
But it was first year. I'm going to say that, being a dead horse here, but their first year, they're getting, they got their shirts, conference champions. Wow. And the team captains are going to go grab that plaque. Here it is. And wow, just great team effort.
Yeah.
For Villa Maria.
That was a very key part about the Vikings as well, is the ball movement and the communication. Compared to the Knights, they had much better ball movement.
I have to agree there. Ball movement was where it was at with the Vikings. That's something that they did not miss a beat, did not miss a step with. Very interesting sequence of events, but what a valiant effort from Villa Maria.
Yeah, and that is especially a very good start, especially with your first year being in the conference for Villa Maria. What a way to assert your dominance, especially playing as your first year.
Back-to-back, yeah, I agree, Tomas. Back-to-back seasons with first-time champions. Last year was our very own Five Towns who won the championship.
Wow.
And this year is Villa Maria, first time both of them winning the title. But look, I mean, you got to give them respect. But actually, they can go 2 for 2. Villa Maria College can get a lot more.
Yeah.
A lot more to cheer about, because in a few minutes, they could be hosting a trophy, but
yeah.
Stay tuned for that men's game between the Berkeley Knights, who are on a 7-season championship streak against the Vikings. Stay tuned for that.